Here is a look at all the Tempera paint sticks that I own. And my hope is that by the end of this video, you are able to select the right set of paint sticks that are for you. If you are new to Tempera paint sticks, they are essentially a glue stick but with paint in them. They are washable, non-toxic, and dry quickly, which means they are really easy to use. However, one of the biggest challenges with Tempera paint sticks is that they are marketed to kids. But all the reasons that paint sticks are great for kids are also the reasons they're great for art journaling at any age. And yet, at the same time, having "for kids" splashed all over the packaging and descriptions makes it really difficult to know which ones to buy as an adult. So in this video, I'm covering all the Tempera paint sticks that I own. Yes, that's 8 sticks from 4 brands. And with each set, I will share the good and the not so good things about each. Before I get into that, I wanted to mention that if you like this video, I ask that you like the video and subscribe to this channel, because these are the best ways to see more videos like this one. All right, the first set I have is by Ooly. These are actually my son's, and I borrowed them when I first got started with paint sticks. From the bright packaging to the fact that there are only 12 classic colors, these scream "for children" the most of all the sets I have. On the plus side, their packaging is one of the best I have. It's super sturdy and it has 2 little bands that hold the lid on. However, they do not have a lot of color options. The biggest set you can get is 24, but it's still the 12 classic colors combined with some pastels and neons. I have also found that this brand tends to be a bit drier than the other brands that I have. That's not necessarily a terrible thing, just something worth noting. Next is Shuttle Art. I have their set of 30 and it was a wonderful upgrade for me. If you are just getting into Tempera paint sticks, this is a really solid option. I also loved that it included several metallics and some neons. However, if I could go back, I would order their set of 40. And when I'm low enough to justify another set of Tempera paint sticks, I am planning to get their 40 pack. The other thing you should know about Shuttle Art's set of 30 is that it doesn't include any pastels. However, they do have a set of 20 pastel Tempera paint sticks, and it's completely amazing. If you like to work with neutral colors, I highly recommend this set. I am not aware of another brand that has this many pastel colors. Most only have 6 or 12. And the quality is just as good as the original set I had from Shuttle Art. Although, to be frank, Shuttle Art doesn't have the best packaging. It's kind of flimsy and cheap. I do wish it were better because I like to store my paint sticks in their original packaging. But this packaging doesn't affect the quality of the paint sticks themselves. Next, I purchased Kwik Stix set of 30 paint sticks because it had some colors that were different from the Shuttle Art set, especially in the earth tones. This set has olive green, mustard yellow, and a really lovely steel gray that I didn't have yet. And looking back, I wish I had ordered their set of 40 or 60. The set of 60 is currently not available, but I am watching for it to come back. So if you see that the set of 60 is available, I highly recommend that pack if you want to maximize your color options. Also, their packaging is much more substantial than Shuttle Art, but I'm not sure if that's still the case, and I will get into that more in a moment. Now, because I have a set of 30 paint sticks from Shuttle Art and from Kwik Stix, I have quite a few duplicates. And the funny thing about these two companies is that a couple of the paint sticks have different colored plastic tubes, but the paint in them is the same color. This has caused me to mess up a couple times with my color selections when I don't test my color scheme in advance of my art journaling session. Not the end of the world, but I wouldn't recommend getting large sets of both brands if you want to avoid this bit of confusion I have run into. Next, I added 2 smaller sets of paint sticks to my collection. The first is a set of 6 neons by Kwik Stix. I bought them because I was missing a couple neon colors and they were pretty inexpensive. The other set of 6 is by Ooly and it's their metallic line. Again, I was missing the metallic green and blue and was just dying to try them. I am glad I picked up both of these little sets when I did. But if you can get a set of 40 or 60 paint sticks, I would recommend checking the colors that are included before buying these small sets if you want to avoid duplicates. All right, now we are on to the thin paint sticks. The first set I purchased was Thin Sticks by Kwik Stix. I bought this set because I loved the Kwik Stix brand. As I mentioned, their colors in the set of 30 were wonderful and their packaging was fantastic. And unfortunately, I have to say that I have been pretty disappointed with this set. For one, the packaging is next level terrible. The actual box is really thin, and then the paint sticks are contained between two pieces of plastic that snap together. As I mentioned, I like to store my paint sticks in their original packaging, mostly so I know what's what. And I seriously hate dealing with this packaging. I am planning to get rid of it, but need to find something to store them in before I do that. And the paint sticks themselves are okay. It comes with 12 classic colors, 6 metallics, and 6 neons. But I really wish they had a set of 30, 40, or 60 paint sticks so I could get more of the colors that I love. And then one of the drawbacks of the chunkier paint sticks is that I find it hard to do detailed work with them. And I thought thin sticks were going to be the answer, but I have found that's not really the case. I still find it hard to control their application. I use these, but don't think I will purchase them again unless they expand their color selection. Now, all of this leads me to the final set of paint sticks that I own right now. And that's a set of 48 Tempera paint sticks by M&G. There are so many things to love about this set. For one, the packaging is amazing. The paint sticks come in a plastic box where each paint stick has a spot where it clips in so they stay tidy. And I finally learned my lesson and bought the largest set, and I'm so glad I did. This set has a wonderful range of colors. I love working with it. While the set doesn't have many metallics or neons, it has a lot of great colors. And I like that I get so many shades of each color. And then finally, it has more of a bullet tip, so you can use them for more detailed work, or for when you want a lot of control over where the paint stick is being applied. All right, that's it. Those are all the paint sticks that I own right now. And if you're curious about the mistakes I made when I was new to working with Tempera paint sticks, you can check out that video here, and it's also linked in the description. It's a great way to stop those things from limiting you. Thanks so much for being here.